Hey there, rock stars. How are you? Welcome back to day 19 of the Fool's Journey, which we started on April 1st, which was the Aries new moon. And we are working through the Fool's Journey with the focus being manifesting me, which is my process or concept of manifesting the person, which means becoming the person who has all the things that you want so that you then attract all of the things much more uh much easier, much more easily, much easier by doing the work to become that person. And that is the ongoing process. We continually work on ourselves, and the things take care of themselves much easier than us trying to make it happen or force it. So we are on day 19. And to recap, yesterday's card was the star card. And this card spoke to, in this aspect of connecting with your dreams, with the cosmos, with spirit, and also the water represents the healing that may be needed after some turbulent times. Because the cards before this were a little bit of chaos, maybe some challenges. And so this shows that everything is possible, that there is balance. And it also speaks to the light at the end of the tunnel, or that, speck of light in the darkness, showing us that there is hope, that there is light coming, and that we will get through the challenging parts as well. So today's card then is the moon card, and I love this card not only because my business name is Blue Moon Manifestations, so I named it after the moon. But this shows that black cat looking into the pond and seeing that panther reflected back. It has that big, full, beautiful moon with the witch there, which is so symbolic, or stereotypical. I'm not sure of the right word, but it's just like they go together. That's what I'm trying to say. And then there's a path leading away that the cat, can choose to follow. And so one of the key words for this card in relation to manifesting me is choose, or that choice. We all have the choice. You have the choice to remain where you are, or to choose to take steps and become that up-leveled person, to continue improving and up-leveling and doing new things and becoming a new version of yourself and showing up differently in the world, which takes practice, and it is also at times uncomfortable and may feel uncertain. Excuse me. And the moon card speaks to that as well, because the moon is associated with our emotions. So this is all internal stuff. How do we see ourselves? How do you think of yourself? If you were to look into a reflective pool like that, that showed you, one, you could look at it and see what is possible for yourself, right? If you see this Black Panther looking back at you, you could say, oh my gosh, that's what's possible, right? And how you think of yourself. So when you see that reflection, what are the thoughts that come up? Are they excitement? Are they like, yes, I can become that? Or are they like, oh no, that's out of reach? So this is where the moon comes in to help us tap into those emotions. And also, I want to point out that there is absolutely nothing wrong with the black cat. It's a beautiful black cat. We love cats. At least a lot of us do. We love cats. There's nothing wrong with the cat. It's just seeing what it can up level to, or how it can see itself, or what it can, rise to as how it sees itself. Because think of little, also, like the little tiny lap dogs that they don't realize that they're little. They act and behave just like the big dogs. That's what this says. There's nothing wrong with being the cat, but what is being reflected back at you is what is possible and what you can step into if you choose to do so. It is all your choice, free will. And then the keywords that I have for this to go along with choose or choice is shadow work and illusion. And I included illusion in there because a lot of times we are putting forth a face or a persona that we think we should be, or that we are expected to put out there. And so Shadow work comes in with this big full moon, and I say full simply because that's what is depicted on the card, is like a big cosmic flashlight, and it is shining a light on all the shadowy parts, the places inside of us that where we like to keep things hidden, those limiting beliefs, those fears, doubts that we don't necessarily want to tell or show to other people, but we have to be willing to identify them and name them and face them and then choose to do the work to move past them. There's nothing wrong with them being there. It's human, it's part of the human experience, but simply choosing to move past and do the work to up level. And that's what is being illuminated, those shadow traits that we tend to keep hidden. So, a couple questions that I have for you for this card are, what secrets, beliefs, or truths are being revealed as you look internally, as you check in with your emotions? What is being revealed to you? And that may be the shadow work that you need to do. If you notice some limiting beliefs, saying that it's not possible for me to become that jaguar, I'm a cat. This is what I am. Yes, it is what you are, and you're beautiful. And if this is where you choose to stay and that feels right for you, then have at it. Be the best black cat that you can be. If you have these aspirations or you're being shown what is possible to you, are you going to choose to become that? It's up to you. It's not up to anyone else. And if you are putting forth an illusion or a persona that's not yours, then maybe that's what this is showing you, what you really are capable of, what is right for you, what is the right version for you. And the second question is, what gifts have I discovered? Because through all these challenges, and as we're practicing becoming this new version of us, and making the choice, right, to follow our dreams and show up differently, we're going to discover abilities or gifts or skills that we have that we didn't know we had or that we didn't really foster. We may discover gifts of new people coming into our life, your soul tribe that is now being attracted to you because you're showing up differently, which may then lead to opportunities or to new ideas. And as long as you remain curious about what is possible and what is coming your way, you will then see them much more readily. So, I would love to know what your thoughts are with the moon card and what might be coming up for you. You might also think of this as maybe you have to choose between two aspects of yourself, like your tame side and your wild side, like what's reflected there. And the choice might be, do you have to choose one or the other? Can you be both? What does that look like for you? And only you can answer that, because that's what's going to be true for you, not necessarily what's true for someone else. So keep that in mind and let me know what your thoughts are. And I will see you tomorrow for day 20, which is going to be the sun card. So you can see the progression, you can see the story. The fool's journey is a story all in of its own. But in this part, we see the star, then the moon, and then oops, and then the sun. So what story is playing out for you currently? And I will talk to you tomorrow about the sun card. Take care.